In about 21 hours, President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump will take the stage for the first debate of the 2024 presidential election. Ari Height spoke with a political science professor about what we can expect.
And despite the hype, he tells Ari he is not sure how important this debate even is.
Kevin Wagner referred to this as a rerun, as in the same two candidates we had 4 years ago. To be clear, that doesn't mean he thinks these debates are worthless. It just means he thinks this year's debates may not be as important as they have been in the past. Thursday night's debate features two men who are very familiar to this setting. Both President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump have a lot of experience with presidential debates. And Kevin Wagner says he expects both candidates will do a lot of what we've seen them do before.
You're trying to project an image of strength. People tend to gravitate towards candidates that illustrate strength, and so you're going to see both candidates try and do that.
Wagner is a professor of political science at Florida Atlantic University, and he says projecting strength is something the candidates focus on. Their clothing, their body language, how they say something is almost as important as what they say.
You try to use forceful language, you try to be decisive, you try to be clear and convincing and you try to demonstrate a strong knowledge of the important issues. All those things sort of suggest leadership. Right?
Wagner says the less the voters know about candidates, the more important the debate is. Given that, he questions just how important this debate is.
In this particular case, where this is basically a rerun of an election that happened 4 years ago, there's not a lot of voters that don't have an opinion about these two candidates.
That said, Wagner does not believe either candidate will win the election based on this debate. However, there is a chance someone could lose it.
If a candidate has a moment, that becomes viral, right, where they do something particularly bad, that can be the one thing that people will remember about the debate. And
Wagner tells me Florida Atlantic University will be conducting a post-debate poll to see just how much impact the debate had. How many people watched? Will it change the way they vote? The results of that poll should be available sometime next week. Ari Height, WPBF 25 News.
And you can see the debate right here in WPBF 25. The CNN debate is being simulcast. You can watch it here on WPBF 25 when ABC's coverage begins. That's tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. The debate actually starts an hour later at 9 p.m. Then join us for WPBF 25 News at 11. We'll talk with our exclusive political analysts after the debate. We'll be joined by former Florida House Majority Leader Adam Hasner and former U.S. Congressman Ron Klein.